Hi guys and girls, welcome back to Brady Pat RC. Today we're just going to go through a couple of little bits on this short video regarding some little outcomes to a couple of the rigs from last weekend's outing, and a couple of little upgrade bits that I'll be going through. So last weekend we went to the skate park. Me and my son, we took the one of the rigs we took was the Ansmann short course car, 110 scale. Had great fun with that for a couple of hours. Did a couple of videos which you can see on my channel, so subscribe today. Unfortunately, the nature of our hobby, damages and things happen, so we have a close look. Luckily, not to put any sour notes on our fun, it happened quite near the end of the run, so we managed to damage the back of the body. Not a problem, we can get that fixed some way or another while we research for a new body. So in the comments box below, please give us some advice and see what kind of bodies would look good on there. Maybe Traxxas / anything HBI, Proline maybe. I'll have to do some investigations, but should be some bodies out there that will fit that, or we can modify. And again, let's just spin this over. Can we get it from this side? Here we can, yeah. Slight crack there, that's not a problem, we can repair that from the back. So I think what we need to do is give it a good clean somehow, and see if we can't fix this one way or the other. We'd have lost the back part across there. Maybe there's a way we can adapt that somehow, so we give it a good clean inside, see what we can't do from the in or outside. So we'll see what it looks like around the back. We can make some modifications, we can see what we can do there. I do have a couple of bodies here that I may be able to modify, see if it will fit on. Got an old Bigfoot body somewhere, so we'll have a look at that. Excuse me. So that's one upgrade or temporary repair. If we're doing a temporary repair, and then obviously another upgrade. So I like to run all my rigs until something breaks through wear and tear, or from bashing as we call them, or whatever. So new body will be coming on the Ansmann eventually. Our second upgrade we're going to do now are going to be the front shocks. They are stock, they are all plastic. You can see here on the body post mounts, that's nice and dry. This one's got a bit of oil on it. We got some oil inside here. We'll need to give them all a clean, because towards the end of our run we blew out the front right shock. Not a problem, we will upgrade that temporarily while I investigate and see what fits. I might take the front shocks or either from the Monster Tracker, but they do look a little bit too big. We might not be able to see what clearance we have around this side. However, we may be able to do some slight mods somewhere, see if we can get them in. If not, I would like to get in temporarily, because it's a good car to use, very fast, very fun. And my son loves driving this one. However, I would like to see if I cannot get these all aluminium front shocks temporarily on the short course car. Just see if we can get them out of the FTX Outlaw Rock Racer. All we can do is try. So again, a couple of bits to do. over the course of the weekend, keep us so busy, and then we look into a further upgrade or something. So we're looking at the Traxxas 2-wheel drive Stampede. Had it quite a while now, as you can see on some previous videos that we have given it a good run out. We are going to be looking to upgrade the power source on that. However, we can see a bit of damage on the back there, so the body pins are on the front where we keep bashing it. They've come through the back, so you can see the body post there, and on this side the pin is still in, so it bursts through the top. So I'm hoping to bring this over into the light. Actually, might be a bit better. Let's get it into the scale garage. So I'm hoping to slice the body for a little while in there, because I have found some plastic washers which do fit on the body mounts like that, with the pin going through the top. However, if I carefully make some slits on the inside here, I may be able to slide that in on top of the body post and put the pin in, body pin in, to prevent that from flapping up at this moment in time. I may be able to look for black, maybe, so it's a little bit looks a little bit better cosmetically, but I'm not too fussed. I just want to stop that, because that'll eventually put pressure on the front there. As you can see, that's what that'll do, and it'll end up damaging that. So that's not too bad. Have looked around for some Proline bodies, bits and bobs, so in the comments box below, please tell me what you guys have done to your Traxxas Stampedes, what bodies have fitted, how you've got on. Make your own channel, post your own videos up, show us all, let's see what you got. So again, another temporary repair for that. So let's put that back, and a couple of minor little things I purchased over the course of the week. So I am going to do a little bit of advertising here, so you can see the decal on there, Modelsport, UK website, all parts, cars, trucks, planes, anything RC, accessories. They do have a place somewhere in the north of England, however I can't just pop up there because I live down the south area of the UK, so I use them online. Really good Modelsport, got everything there. If they haven't got it in stock, they'll get it for you straight away, a couple of days, fast delivery, very competitive prices. So I did order a through these guys, Modelsport, a Bisma bike in red. So it is supposed to emulate a scale BMX bike. I did order two, pretty bog standard plastic. Could upgrade that myself a little bit by just applying a little glue onto the loose seat there. Anything loose on there, except for the front handlebars and stuff, just make secure, so out on the trail nothing gets lost or damaged on the through vibration. The pedals do go round. I'm trying to film one-handed here. Pedals do go round. Not too bad. Pretty good actually. Piece of rubber on there, supposed to emulate a chain, however it does work. Not too bad. So we'll find a way of connecting or storing that on one on the honcho, the actual SEX 10.2 honcho, and one on the Charisma SCA1E Coyote. So we will put those on. Also through Modelsport, I did order a brand, Traxxas metal hook and steel chain set, 800mm. I chose 800 because after watching many posts, YouTube channels and stuff like that, a lot of people do like to use the 800mm long chain, so we'll be putting that together for some rescues, and that will be kept on one of the trail trucks. And I also purchased again Traxxas metal bumper shackles and mounting brackets. Again, needs putting together, and they will be affixed to the honcho, as the Charisma Coyote does have the bumper shackles front and rear. However, the honcho doesn't appear to have any. Let's double check that. No, so it'll be away somewhere putting them on the vehicle somewhere, maybe on the front underneath there, something, I don't know, maybe there and there, something like that. That would be something we can look into. So got a couple of bits to do this weekend. Hopefully we'll get the Ansmann short course out. It's pretty fast, pretty cool car to drive. See if we can get that back out, because it's a real favourite of mine. And the Stampede, get that out. That would be awesome. And then I have purchased from some construction sites I work on some recycled materials. As you can see down here, I've got some bits and bobs, wood and stuff. So do some more improvements to the scale garage that I have built there. Always getting good ideas from a Facebook page called RC Scale Garage, so check that out on Facebook. Pretty cool group to join, as most groups are. Plenty of advice, plenty of members, plenty of good ideas, plenty of links from different members there of where to get stuff. Like, for example, 1/12 scale doll's house accessories, which seemed pretty good. I did see on there a while back a 1/12 scale air conditioning unit. Looked pretty cool, to be fair. I think the guy purchased it for a couple of dollars from somewhere, but looks quite cool. So check that out, RC Scale Garage, on Facebook. Get on their Facebook page, become a member, and you can get your ideas from these guys. I've joined, that's where I get my ideas from. So the Scale Garage, always a work in progress, so we'll be finishing bits off, staircase, window surrounds, etc., and then a bit more research just to see, just for ideas, I suppose, and a couple of bits to do, like I mentioned, and have got coming up over the next few weeks. A couple of surprises, got a couple of new rigs coming, one of them being nitro. That's all I'm going to say for now, so hold tight on that. Subscribe to my channel, and leave comments in the comments boxes below each time for any advice or any more improvements, more things you'd like to see, which will be great, because we're all in this hobby together, and if we don't share, no one will know. And there's some pretty good stuff out there, pretty good rigs, pretty good ideas, and I am glad I've got back into the hobby after all these years. Absolutely fantastic. So I will catch you soon. Happy scaling. So I managed to with the scalpel slice in the sides of the body there, just like I said I was going to. These plastic washers slotted in back onto the body posts. This side still needs a little trim underneath, just to make that sit flush. However, upon a test, and I have give it a good test, that now seems to be much stronger. Where the body was broken in and around the body post area, and there was some splits roughly where the pins are, the locking pins, when come up for a jump, or landing like that as such. The body decided to rip itself through, and the pins still staying in, and it would flap up, and I didn't want it to put any strain on the front as it kept flapping up. However, that seems to be a success. So these plastic washers, which I found in the accessories bag that come with the Traxxas 2-wheel drive Stampede, so that will hold out hopefully. Pretty solid repair there, so that's a good temp repair. Doesn't look too bad. As you can see, like I said, a little bit off the underside where I made the slit, and that should then sit flush. But however, that is good to go. As my son keeps saying, when you're going to fix it, when you're going to fix it. But it's fixed now. He can crack on and play with that now, or me. So a pretty good temp repair. So here we get to the putting together the hook and metal hook and steel chain set. Just cutting the bag open there with the scalpel. Obviously very sharp, so don't let your children handle these sharp tools for the risk of cuts. So we've got some good good metal hooks there, a couple of screws, some rings to put those together. So we'll just open the bag for the chain. Did say it was a 800mm chain, which could future be cut down maybe to use for other things. So let's start putting that together. So I put one of the hooks on already, as you can see. However, not that difficult, so didn't really want to put these small rings on anywhere. Didn't see where they'd actually be that helpful, so I just decided to connect these onto the end of the chains individually, slot in the little bolt through there. Seems to go through there quite easy. I didn't have too much trouble with the small nut, but we'll see. Very nice and simple to get on. I did decide to just hand tighten them up, and holding the other side of the bolt I just got a little pair of tweezers and just squeezed it up a couple of turns there. So that seems pretty tight enough. However, we lock thread, we will give a little bit of that on there for that chain. So there we have the two ends of the chain. maybe we can do a rescue video or somewhere just to see how good these are, give these a test. Comments in the box below as well if anybody's used these before. Are these strong enough maybe for a small tug of war between a couple of rigs? Who knows, but I dare say we hope these are strong enough to pull ourselves out of any mud or any sticky situations when we're out on the trail. So next up is the Fast Traxx metal bumper shackles and mounting brackets. Just going to get these out and just see what the packet comprises of. So again, using the scalpel to open the packet, again keeping away from children, as these objects are extremely sharp. So we do have some small details. We have the actual bolts themselves that go into the shackles. Really good detail there, as we like our stuff as scale as we can. So we've got our shackles, and we have our mounting plates that need to decide where they're actually going on the honcho. But in the meantime, just so we don't lose any bits, I will put the shackles together. Let's have a look there. That goes not too bad. That screws in there pretty easy, as you can see. Yeah, we'll just do the other one while we're here. Just got to identify each end now. One end has the screw thread, which is this end, so I need to put that in there and just give it a tighten up by hand. Seems to be pretty good there. Could go another couple of turns, I suppose, but I don't really want to force it at this stage. Maybe sticking a small bar through here just to give it an extra couple of turns, but at this moment in time doesn't seem to be too bad. And again, bit of lock thread go on there, just so nothing comes loose when we're out on the trail. So just coming to the end of this episode, and I just brought the honcho up onto the into the scale garage. I was just seeing where I could maybe mount the scale BMX, you know, maybe across the back window somewhere. I don't know, we could keep it anywhere, I suppose, you know, across the front maybe. I don't know where any guys, if anyone else has got these similar items, where they keep them, where they like them, just post some up, some comments. Oh, that looks a good place, I like that. It stays there, yeah, that doesn't look a bad spot there. So fix that on there somewhere around here, some little ties or something. Like how the trick nut on the front wheel, the opposite one to this, sits under the back cage bar, and it just sits on the platform there nicely. I quite like that. Maybe put it on the other side or this side, but yeah, overall that's not too bad. So we will be giving the honcho a good clean inside and out soon. not too bad on the inside, to be fair, but it's always good to keep your rigs clean the best you can, especially in the rear there. Some grass and bits and bobs in the shocks there, although still work pretty good. A lot of grass and things get wrapped up around your rigs, as you know. I often sometimes take the wheels off, get anything out that's caught in them there that may affect performance of any turning parts of the vehicle, especially on the likes of the drive shafts and things. You know, do get a lot of bits and bobs caught up in and around here. Hasn't really affected anything yet, so I didn't really want to start stripping anything down unnecessarily. However, you can get yourself a selection of tweezers. This is just a bog standard size, but you can get them in all different shapes and sizes, and they are very handy for the likes of getting in places and actually pulling stuff out if you didn't really want to start stripping anything down. And also, if you're patient enough, it's alright saying we like to keep our stuff clean, but then again we also want to be outdoors at any given opportunity that we can. But part of the beast of the hobby, and it's what we love to do. We like messing around with our RC rigs. Another thing I will have to do is take the tyres off, and same on the Charisma SCA1E Coyote, take the actual tyres off, because I don't know if you can hear that and see that do hold a lot of water, which, if I just move that up slightly and keep going, that's just off one tyre, and that's not fully cleaned out. So the tyres, they do hold a lot of water, obviously, which will increase the weight of your vehicle, which obviously will have an effect on your performance of the likes of battery power and things like that. So I'll just leave that there to mop up for a bit, but don't know if anyone else has experienced problems like that, so I'm going to have to do some research now, maybe how to seal the wheels to the tyres, or the rims to the tyres, whatever you guys like to call them. Any tips and ideas, put it in the comments box below, and feel free to subscribe to my channel, and I'll be posting out again soon. Happy scaling.